This is like when your hair's too long to just do a bun, but then there's just this strand. What do? Like wrap it around? Let's see if this is better. We're gonna roll with it because we're trying to be efficient. So I'm going to a yoga studio because I've been wanting to explore, but I'm also wanting to get in my upper body workout. And then I also have some coaching calls. So I want to stop by a yoga studio. I just said yoga studio. I want to stop by a coffee shop at some point to take those calls before coming home and just use that opportunity to explore. You guys, it's not always, sometimes it's raining, but it's a beautiful day. When the clouds are like this, absolutely phenomenal. Okay, so yesterday night I was up super late editing, so it's just me and Duke right now. I'm gonna be making a mushroom coffee. I got this really cool mix, this super awesome company. It's called Top Shelf. It's already got lion's mane. I make this bulletproof style. Yesterday night, I was just up late editing, kind of munching a little bit too. So, you know, it was like a non-fasting day and I want the coffee. Use it occasionally as a tool to just help move the system and kind of like a pre-workout. We're gonna make this really quick. So for this bulletproof coffee, I got a little butter in there. The butter is what makes it frothy. I'm gonna put a little bit of ghee in there. And then we got our coffee. So I use a NutriBullet, but you gotta be careful because it's such a hot temperature. I love chai flavors and cinnamon and cardamom. It tastes absolutely divine in this. Okay, watch this. Look at this layer of froth. Ooh, it's like nice and foamy, but there's not even any milk in there. That's just from the butter and ghee. There we go. Bulletproof fasting today. This is about to go down. So I'm on a time crunch. I'm always nervous. I just parked, but it's like a mall, and I've never been to this LA Fitness before, so I'm just following people with gym clothes on.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And
so that kind of turned into like a more high intensity arm workout because I barely had enough time. I know yoga is going to be focused on a lot of upper body. I'm parked outside of the yoga place, which was only like 3 minutes away. A little braid, and then we always got a handy dandy headband. Always get the loose ones because the tight ones just give me a headache. All right, so we're good to go. This is a power vinyasa class. So like I mentioned, I think it's gonna work my upper body a lot, but I got my arms burning. I'm feeling good. I've been still sipping on this. There's still more bulletproof coffee left, but just sipping on it throughout the day. So yes, not a real fast, you know, bulletproof fasting is kind of cheating, but whatever floats your boat, goes with your intention, your goal for the day. I'm trying to do high intensity, a lot of movement, go, 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 client calls, work, reading, feeling creative. Yes, so I want to take my time with eating food, so I'm going to save that for the end of the day and just keep this really nourishing, high-fat coffee fueling my brain and, you know, keeping me full and energized. All right, let's go to yoga. Okay, I'm done with yoga. That class was hard. It was like inversions focused and a bazillion gazillion chaturangas, which my wrists have been having issues, so really had to take it easy. This street is so cute, has a bunch of shops.
finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest.
Awesome coffee work session. One of the reasons I like working at coffee shops is because if I have a really back-to-back morning, midday, then the second I get home, I just crash. And when I still have so much work to do, if I avoid going home right away, then I can kind of like maintain and keep the energy level up. And I will say that fasting helps immensely with the energy levels too. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am back home. Holy crap. I mean, I've been back home for like 2 hours now, but I was just on a phone call with one of my dearest friends. You actually met her the other day on a past vlog, Cooking with Perla, where we just were catching up. She's just such the homie, the ultimate homie, but she is also chefing on the upcoming Utah retreat that we're doing in Moab in September 7th through 12th. So we were just like going in deep on just planning and realizations and meditations and all the things. I am getting hungry now. I feel depleted. It is almost 6 p.m. Hey, Mr. Duke, come here. Hi, mister. So I'm gonna do a little bit more dog training. I'm gonna cook some food. It's gonna be a pretty big meal, but in a short eating window. We'll start eating. This is one of my favorite finds at Costco. It's sliced grass-fed beef sirloin. So it's a little bit more of like a fatty cut, not super lean, which I definitely am looking for as much fat as I can. Animal fats are actually the most amazing for us guys, but this one is completely grass-fed, grass-finished, which is what you want. It is what makes eating meat more sustainable and the most healthiest and nutritional for you. Cooked this with a little bit of beef tallow. This is grass-fed beef tallow. For some reason, there's a big misconception that we should be using processed vegetable oils. Yes, avocado, coconut, and olive oil count, even though they're supposed to be healthy oils. How does it make sense that we should be eating the animal meat, but then have the leanest part and avoid the fat? We need the fat. In fact, animal fats are what got us here today, where we are now. So I ordered this one off Amazon. It's like $20, and I will link it below. We are starting this meal off with the grass-fed finished beef sirloin. So good. All right, so I just had my first part of my big one meal for the day, but I want to kind of go into just bulletproof fasting, OMAD, and just why I do this lifestyle, why it works out so well for me. And this was kind of my day in the life. You're still gonna see the remaining meals I'm eating for the day. But let's just start with fasting in general, right? Fasting brings so many benefits. You've probably commonly heard of the 16-8 or 18-6, where people fast for about 16 hours and then eat within an 8-hour window. OMAD, or 1 meal a day, which is what I'm doing today and many days of the week, is where you're fasting for maybe up to 20 hours of the day and then eating within a 3 to 4 hour window. So fasting is amazing. A big reason I love it is because of the brain benefits. You're getting insane mental clarity and energy. And a big reason is because fasting actually goes hand in hand with ketosis. Our bodies get into a keto state when we get no carbs coming in. So when we're fasting, you're in a keto state. You don't necessarily have to eat a ketogenic diet to be in a state of ketosis. Now, ketosis is amazing because not only is it adjusting and making your metabolism and body be in a fat-burning state where it consistently wants to fuel off of fats, but you're also producing ketone bodies, which allow you to create a lot of energy. And if you're like me, I've experienced with disordered eating and actually sugar cravings and just cravings in general, it can help with a lot of those cravings and just have you feel really satiated from the higher, more nutritious fats in your diet. Now, with fasting, there's tons of different techniques of fasting, right? There's intermittent fasting, there is water-only fasting, there's dry fasting without any water, and there's longer extended fasting for multiple days. And a lot of this is true fasting where you're doing it for the spiritual benefits, not just the body healing, the gut healing, the autophagy, the neuroplasticity, all of that good stuff. But it really just allowing yourself to tap into a deeper purpose. And this is exactly what I work with people on, a conscious approach to fasting. However, there's a few tips and tricks to get around this because fasting can be hard. I mean, you're literally restricting food, and we love food. Food is survival, right? Food is fuel. So bulletproof fasting. And just to be clear, this isn't the real true fasting, but you can still experience a lot of the benefits and not suffer so much when you do a bulletproof fast. All right, so what is bulletproof fasting? Kind of what I had this morning. So you have your coffee, and the traditional bulletproof coined term fasting includes coconut MCT oil, and it includes butter, and then it includes your coffee, and you mix that all up and it makes the most amazing creamy drink ever. It is very filling in the sense that you don't feel hungry, but you're not putting on any body fat from that. It's allowing you to extend your fast, and your body assumes that there isn't any protein and carbs coming in, just the fat, so your body maintains that fat burning state. Traditional bulletproof fasting includes the coconut MCT oil. I have a different version of it. So what is coconut MCT oil? MCT stands for medium chain triglyceride. That basically is 3 fatty acids, the tri, and it's a manufactured version of the coconut oil, but it's supposed to be amazing because it is absorbed quickly, more quicker by your body than coconut oil or any other fats, which allows you to use it as energy faster instead of storing it as body fat. So there's a lot of benefits with this, and it can help a lot with energy, which is the point of bulletproof fasting. However, the reason why I don't include the MCT oil is because it is a manufactured, product. You can't just get coconut MC out in the wild. It's a manufactured version of coconut oil. I don't even use coconut oil. Whereas if you take butter or ghee, which I love to use, then those are literally just a boiled down version of milk, which is naturally occurring. It's from the cow, and ghee has a lot of benefits. Basically, ghee is clarified butter, which means it's boiled down condensed fat of the butter. So people who experience lactose intolerance or don't want to do casein, the ghee doesn't actually include the casein or lactose, so really great for people who want to avoid the dairy. So this is one of the big reasons I like to use ghee in my bulletproof coffee, or butter some days. That makes it really nice and frothy and creamy versus the coconut MCT oil. And I'm not really big on buying all these products. There's so many products out there for coconut MCT oil. It's just a bunch, so just get unsalted butter or grass-fed pasture-raised ghee. You always want to get the grass-fed version. All butter and ghee have benefits, but if you get the grass-fed version, it is going to be more highly nutritious for you. All right, so I really don't want or like to do coffee every single day. Although we are creatures of habit, we do have addictive personalities. We want what keeps us safe, just primitively. So coffee can be a really great go-to for a lot of people, just as a beautiful morning ritual. As long as it's something you don't feel like you're gonna die if you don't have, it can be good. It can be a good tool. And I like to use coffee as a tool for fasting, which is why I don't do it every day. But I really wanna make sure, and I tap into myself and say, like, am I really looking forward to this coffee? Now, specifically the bulletproof way of fasting, or the bulletproof coffee, I do this on days, especially when I want to do an extended fast. So when I want to fast for more than 18 hours and I want, I have a go day, and maybe I'm doing one meal a day like I am now at 6 p.m. and I haven't even, really got into my dinner as much. Those are the times I do the bulletproof fasting, because I literally don't feel hungry all day. And it's amazing. I feel super energetic. Okay, so bulletproof fasting is probably my favorite technique of fasting, even though it's not technically fasting, but it allows me to have a lot of the fasting benefits. I don't have to worry about food. It makes it so much easier because I don't feel hungry all day. And oh my gosh, guys, like once you make bulletproof coffee and find the butter, ghee, even if you do choose to use coconut MCT oil, when you find that ratio of what tastes good for you, I include the cinnamon and cardamom too because I love it, and sometimes I include the functional mushrooms, or I have a coffee that already has that in there, then you just feel so lit and it's so frothy and amazing. So you still get that beautiful morning ritual drink, but you're not getting in the way of your ketosis and all those amazing keto benefits. I also like doing the one meal a day or just prolonged fasting, because if I am looking to stay lean, keep that lean muscle, but also feel really energetic and high performance. And if I am looking to lose weight, then this technique really does help with keeping the calories low and not putting on body fat and just creating a fat burning machine, which is what we all want to be at the end of the day. And I don't feel like I have cravings. You know, you can put a cookie in front of me and it doesn't faze me. I just feel super good. So Bulletproof coffee is definitely an amazing tool if you're looking to get into fasting, or even if you're fasting and you want to extend your fast some days. All right, I just took a shower. I feel so fresh. Not gonna lie, I might have already sweat this morning while walking the Dukester, and then I went to the gym, sweat more, then did a power vinyasa class where I was dripping with sweat because they also keep it pretty heated. Finally took a shower and I wash my hair every few days. I'm trying to do that less and less, but I love these summer nights. It's getting close to 8 p.m. right now. Look at that. Wow. So I'm about to have a few eggs, a few slices of bacon, and then maybe some melted cheese on it. I know, probably going to insanely shoot up my cholesterol and cause me heart disease, but honestly, this food makes me feel so good. It's all a lie. It's not really doing that to you. Actually, we need these animal fats. They're the most vital source of energy and fuel for us, primitively speaking. So I'm feeling good. I'm gonna see how I feel after this last part of my meal. I think that should be good for today. All right, so here we got this 2 slices of bacon on the side, eggs in the middle with a little bit of the pasture-raised cheese. What's really cool about having the bacon is that I had to use no butter, no added fat, and I just use the bacon grease to cook the eggs. You always want to go with the most natural animal fat you can use, which is why I used beef tallow earlier for the beef that I was cooking up. This is gonna be so good. So my meals don't usually look the prettiest because I love to put them in a bowl so that if any of the yolk spills out, which I like to keep it runny so it keeps all the nutrients, or if there's any butter or bacon grease, that I can scoop it with a spoon. That's why I don't do a plate. That's why my presentation isn't on point, but I mean, Duke thinks it looks good, so yeah, let's get it. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that day in the life, all about bulletproof fasting and a little bit of keto, a little bit of OMAD. Seriously, feel so filled being able to share these experiences with you, share the best of my knowledge and experience with you, and just all about biohacking, optimization. How can we be our best selves based on the resources we have? If you can do me a solid and like this video, comment if you have any questions because I definitely want to answer them, and subscribe if you haven't already. It makes both of our days. Thank you.